Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where I take you through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Last night, there were big updates from Dubai Media Office. Dubai is getting stricter for COVID-19. We have all the news, the new regulations that are going in place from today for you. We're going to run through them in a little bit more detail. We're also going to be talking about Mo Vlogs got 10 million subscribers on YouTube. Emirates has flights back up and running to the UK. So if you're a UK resident or tourist stranded here, that's going to be music to your ears. But how are you all doing this morning? Great to see your comments coming in on Instagram, on Facebook. I met Mo Vlogs. Did you? How was he? We're going to talk about him later in the show. What was it like meeting him? I also met him. And yeah, it's a bit of an awkward one. I ran up and asked for his number for Lovin Dubai. And he gave it to me, but then it actually, I don't know if he knew what we do as a media publication, but I tried to message and never got that response. But no, actually, apparently he's a really great guy and he's a hard worker. He's getting response. He's getting praise on YouTube. So we're going to talk about that later in the show. So whoever just said, I've missed your name, but if you said you met him, please let us know how you got on with him. We're going to jump into our top story. This is the one that broke last night. Are we surprised? Probably not. Cases in the UAE have been rising and Dubai has just announced strict protocols across the board. All of these measures put in place. We also know that they're doing checks across the city to make sure that places are following them. So we're talking about hotels, cinemas, bars are closing, new regulations for all of them. The number of people that are allowed into them are decreasing, and this is to ensure that we limit the spread of COVID-19 as we look at numbers. First of all, I want to jump into numbers. New cases yesterday, 2,730. Little bit of a drop there. We've been over the 3,000 mark for a couple of days. That's good. New recoveries, 4,452. Total deaths in the UAE stand at 859. And total confirmed cases in the UAE now stand at 306,339. So we are seeing those cases rise. There was a dip in the last 24 hours, but in general, they're at a number we don't want them to be at. And therefore, new measures from today. And what's interesting about these measures, usually when they're put in place, we don't know how long they're going to be for. In this case, Dubai Media Office said they're effective from today, 2nd of February, until February 28th. So we have this 3-month period of reduced capacity in a lot of places. 50% reduction in capacity of indoor seated venues. That includes cinemas, entertainment and sports venues. So if you go to the cinema now, if you're planning to go this weekend, book your ticket early because there'll only be 50% capacity in that cinema. Same with any other indoor venues, sporting venues. I guess that probably includes gyms. Take note. Malls will now operate at 70% capacity. I'm assuming that's going to mean that we're going to see more checks as we go into malls to make sure that they're abiding by that. Following that, hotels to operate at 70% capacity, new bookings should comply. Because this is an interesting one. They're hardly going to kick people out. If they're at 70 or over 80% occupancy right now, they're not going to be like, okay, out you go. But from now, new bookings will be only at 70%. Capacity of swimming pools, private beaches and hotels will now be limited to 70%. Restaurants and cafes are required to close by 1 a.m. We know until now there is no DJs at venues, there's no entertainment. Now restaurants have to shut by 1 a.m. That means we're all going to get a good night's sleep. Rest assured, there will be tougher penalties for deliberately disregarding these preventative measures. And the public, and we spoke about this yesterday, you're actually encouraged to report violations of individuals or even entities that aren't responding to these preventive measures through Dubai Police Call Centre 901 or Police Eye service through the Dubai Police app. So take note of all of these. They are in place. I'm not surprised. And we know that the numbers are jumping up and the authorities were going to do something to make sure that we kind of limit the spread. And this is it. So, and also I'll say it once and say it again. We're so lucky to be in Dubai at this time. The fact that our office is still open, the fact that we're able to live a normal life. Are you shocked, Ali? I kind of felt like it was coming.
Yeah, it was coming. Like, cases were rising. We just need to remind people that, hey, we're still in the pandemic.
Exactly. We're still in a pandemic and people are now asking, what about restrictions on house gatherings? I don't have the number, but it was reported before, we're only meant to be socializing with first degree relatives. So don't even think about house gatherings. They're not allowed. You're meant to be at dining tables with first degree relatives. If you're going to a cafe, that number is now reduced to 4 people at a table. If you're at a restaurant, that number is reduced to 7. So just take note of this. You're only meant to be out with first degree relatives. We're not meant to be having parties. The fact that we're able to go to restaurants and the fact that restaurants are able to stay open is amazing. We have had an incredible amount of freedom over the last couple of months in comparison to many other cities. I think we need to respect that. I think we need to really respect these new guidelines, take heed of them, just to make sure that it doesn't get worse. Because if those numbers rise, authorities have to put something in place. So here we have it now. That's directly from Dubai Media Office. Late last night, those numbers came through. Anything more that comes to us, and if you have any questions, drop them on Instagram. We'll keep you updated. Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door. And more of that to come, I'm sure. Moving into our next story, Emirates flights to the UK are back up and running. This will be great news for anyone who was stranded since the weekend, since a travel ban was put in place when the UK listed the UAE on its red list. Effectively, flights were banned from the UAE to the UK. Anyone here was stuck. British citizens were told they could travel to the UK, however, they'd have to go via another country. Not easy. But Emirates, committed to getting people home, have announced that stranded residents, Brit residents and tourists can fly home from today. So if you're stranded here, you can get home. That's amazing. So that starts back up and running. There will be daily flights to London Heathrow and 4 flights per week to Manchester. Makes it a little bit easy. I would get on to Emirates right now to have a look. I'm just looking through your comments on Instagram. It's great that we're able to keep them. Someone's saying flights should honestly not resume for now. So that's a good point to have. However, getting people home is one thing. Yeah. Having tourism between countries is a whole other ballgame. But if people are stranded, especially when I think restrictions came in so fast, doesn't allow people time to plan. People were here for business purposes. I know that there's a question mark over influencers coming and that type of thing, but people did come to Dubai in business. If they were stuck here, you have to feel for them. The fact that Emirates is helping them get them home. You need a travel corridor. I think there needs to be more restrictions like we have now. But we do need there needs to be travel between countries because a lot of expats living here, worst case scenario, you need to travel home for an emergency case, and this allows for that. So I actually think it's amazing that Emirates are allowing for that. They're only putting on flights daily and then 4 a week to Manchester. It's not that much. We're not seeing a massive number of flights between the two countries, but it does allow for emergency cases. It does allow for people who are stuck to get home, and I think it's really important. I think you'd kind of be a bit nervous if you're stuck in a country and you don't have a flight to get home.
That's probably not the situation you want to be in.
No, and I know we're just talking about the UK right now, but we're a city of expats. Is it give or take 90% of us come from countries all over the world? Luckily, the flight to Ireland is open right now. However, if that were to stop, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. If you want to get home for a last minute unforeseen circumstances, it's a terrible year. Things are happening. If you need to get home, you want that travel path to be open. This isn't tourism, it's not open. It's just to help people in emergency situations. It's getting people who are stranded home. So I think well done to Emirates for doing that. Emergency cases, those who came on holiday. Well, people were only meant to come here for business purposes. Ali's laughing. It's about having faith in humankind. You were only meant to come to Dubai if you had business purposes.
People are selfish.
People are doing people did what they want to do. People made decisions, which we've talked about a lot on the show. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is,
and have to deal with the repercussions.
Well, the repercussions is a lot of people got stuck. But the fact that Emirates is helping them get home, I think, is quite big. Moving on to our next story. Love your thoughts on this. Mo Vlogs gets a YouTube award for hitting 10 million subscribers. Now, if you've lived in Dubai, if you're a YouTube follower, if you're on YouTube, he's one of the biggest YouTubers out there. He's the OG of YouTube in the region. Like when I first came here 7 years ago, he was doing it. You speak to YouTubers, like he was one of the first people to talk about consistency. So on YouTube, it's all about consistency. It's all about building your community. And every day, years ago, he was getting content up, and it's not easy. Like anyone who's tried to challenge themselves to post a video onto YouTube every day for a year or something, I think he did. You know, I've heard other YouTubers talk about him when everyone else could be going out and hanging around and socializing. He was going back every day to get those edits up, and now he's being rewarded. To be honest, I was surprised he only had 10 million subscribers.
You would expect them to get more.
If you are big on TikTok right now, you could have like 100
wow.
million likes. It's just interesting how the platforms differ.
Yeah.
And also when you look at his videos on YouTube, because I flicked onto his YouTube this morning, he has millions of views on them, 19 million views on Rich Kids of the Middle East, the most expensive car. He has a theme, by the way, if you don't know Mo Vlogs. He lives this extraordinary life in Dubai. It's a bit of a Dubai stereotype. He has these fast cars outside this big house. His mum is involved. His sister is involved. His friends are also all big YouTubers. You see them go on private planes. You see them do YouTube challenges. He is the quintessential YouTuber living that life, and all his videos. Okay, I'm just going to read out some titles because they're just. I bought a Rolls Royce using $1 bills.
Yeah.
And then in the thumbnail of that video, they're carting.
They did that.
They're carting. So this is why they're getting those views. Like he lives like an extraordinary life. I got Dubai's richest kid gets a new car. My $100,000 gaming room. Buying a crash Lamborghini in Dubai. Visiting the royal family, and then they're hanging out with some animals.
Like there's a common denominator between all of his titles. They're just big money, you know, extravagant, just like Dubai, you know, like big.
Yeah.
It's like how we say it, go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Yeah. My new mansion official tour has 2.8 million views, and that's why I was surprised to see that he only had 10 million subscribers. And by the way, this is big on YouTube, so he actually got this special shiny award. Yeah. He had money kicks in the video with him congratulating him and other YouTubers, because to get to that 10 million on YouTube is really, really big. So he's getting kind of praised for that. Someone I asked earlier, someone had met him.
It's a diamond play button. It's a diamond play button.
Oh, a diamond play button. Very fancy. Yeah. Yogi London is saying, never heard of him. I'm going to look him up now. Check him out on YouTube. Also check him out on Instagram. That's actually where I see his content, because I'm not so much on the YouTube.
I think he also posts on TikTok now. I think he's on all over the place. So
I think that's the thing. I think you need to diversify.
Yeah, and he has another channel, as we were talking about earlier. He has an Arabic channel now. So
he does.
He's trying to speak Arabic, or he's doing it.
He's trying to hit all markets, as are we, Ali.
Yeah.
Here in Lovin Dubai, we have Lovin Saudi, which is Arabic. Shout out to us. Ali was doing an Arabic show yesterday.
Social media.
Why does it not roll off the tongue for me? Me Kesem social media, because the show is called. It's on Snapchat. How do people find it on Snapchat?
You just type in Min Mkesser social media in Arabic, and you can find it. And
it means who's crushing social media. So that's what we call it here in the office. Yeah. This is a huge show that we have on another platform on Snapchat via Smashy, which is a sister platform to Lovin Dubai, but that's us trying to hit other markets.
Yes.
And when I say that's us trying to hit, like this is the big show. It's got billions of views worldwide. Like it's incredible. So if you're on Snapchat, take a look. Moving into our final story, guys, super exciting. It's Valentine's Day, and if you're looking for something beautiful and special to do, Kumar Sanu and Alka Yagnik are bringing 90s Bollywood romance to Dubai. It's happening on February 12th. Get yourself down to Sheikh Zayed Hall, Dubai World Trade Center. Tickets start at 59 dirham. Very exciting. You can get tickets on bookmyshow.com. Simran wrote this article, and you can actually, and I love when you read articles and you can get a sense of how the person writing it is feeling. She is just super excited about this. It's really just for 90s Bollywood lovers. The pair on stage, they have ultimate chemistry. They'll really bring a sense of kind of love and romance to Dubai. And I think it's a really nice way to kind of prep for. So Valentine's Day is on February 14th, which is Sunday. This is happening on the Friday. So it's like Valentine's weekend. Tickets are on bookmyshow.com. And yeah, if you're looking for something cute to do, I would check it out. Not sure on capacities may change for this event. due to regulations last night. So if you're interested, book those tickets now, starting from 59 dirham only. Brilliant way to spend next weekend. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Hope you had a good show. Hope you have a good day ahead. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.